News tonight, Anambra government restates stand on task collection. Stakeholders call for more awareness creation on clubfoot deformity. JAMB registration or direct entry registration in the country. President Putin warns Russia could provide weapons to strike Western targets. Before the news in detail, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Good evening and welcome. My name is Chinyere Ikoreke. Details of the news. Anambra State government says only Unified Hybrid Enforcement Team, UHBET, or approved agents of Anambra State Internal Revenue Service, AIRS, are authorized to collect tax, levies, and tolls on behalf of the state government. This is contained in a public service announcement signed by the Commissioner for Information, Sir Paul Wonsu. The announcement said the officials must be in their official uniforms and or present a valid identification card as they demand payments. It stated that anything short of this is extortion and the potential victim should take photograph of the operatives and call the following numbers immediately: 0706 672 7750, 0905 323 4816, 0808 3066051, and 0817 08 70000. The statement further warned that anyone caught impersonating AIRS officers or agents or extorting money from the public under any guise will be promptly arrested, prosecuted, and jailed. Health stakeholders at a one-day program in Awka have called for more awareness creation on clubfoot deformity to enable couples who have such children to come for treatment. Speaking during the events, the Anambra State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Afam Obidike, noted that clubfoot is one of the neglected diseases that confront humanity. Chibuzo Okoye has details.
The commissioner said that the wife of the Anambra State Governor, Mrs. Noye Soludo, is passionate about children with clubfoot and that she is ready to partner the organizers of the event for an increased awareness creation and treatment, asking those working in the primary health care centers across the state to identify any child with clubfoot for treatment.
The wife of the governor is actually very interested in this, so she's going to partner totally with us on this.
The Executive Secretary, Anambra State Primary Healthcare Development Agency, Pharmacist Chisom Uchem, charged the officers in charge in the various primary healthcare centers in the state to take desensitization seriously and always check for childhood children in any delivery in their facilities. Earlier, the coordinator of Clubfoot Clinic at Nnamdi Azikiwe University Teaching Hospital, Nnewi, Dr. Anthony Ugage, explained that clubfoot is a congenital deformity in the foot that makes the ankle and the foot to bend inwards, and noted that the treatment of clubfoot in Naut is free of cost, even as he revealed that the prevalent ratio of clubfoot in Anambra is 1 to 1,000 beds.
It's a congenital deformity of the foot that makes the ankle and the foot to bend inwards. Cause is not known in 80 to 90%, but there are other ones that we've known the cause, and those ones we treat them accordingly.
A woman whose child with clubfoot was corrected in Naut, Mrs. Cynthia Uchechkundive, commended Naut for restoring her lost hope and called on other parents with such children to visit Naut Nnewi for correction of clubfoot with no cost. Lectures on clubfoot were also delivered during the event in Awka. This is Chibuzo Okoye for ABS News.
The Pentecostal Bishop Association, Anambra State, PBAAS, has lauded the giant strides of Governor Chukwuma Soludo administration in road construction, education reforms, and improved primary healthcare delivery. The association stated this in a communique after rising from their annual meeting in Awka. Amaka Chibuzo Okoye now reports.
The communique signed by the President, Archbishop Augustine Nwadika, said that insecurity has reduced drastically in Anambra State by bringing peaceful and strategic governance to the doorstep. numbers of residents. The bishops pointed out that they have continued to maintain a cordial relationship with past administrations in the state, but would like to have a deeper cordial relationship with this present administration. They thank God for the success of their annual meeting, which was held with the theme Wind of Change, and enjoin the body of Christ to eschew bitterness, rancor, and division, and work towards the advancement of the gospel of Jesus Christ. The Bapas encourage the populace to be law-abiding and contribute to the progress of the society, even as they pledge their continued prayers and spiritual support to the Soludo-led administration and Anambra State at large.
Encourages the populace to be law-abiding and contribute in no small measure to the progress of our society. The Pentecostal Bishop are proud of our governor, His Excellency Professor Charles Chukwuma Soludo, for the laudable project and giant stride of his administration.
Lending his voice, the state chairman, Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria, Bishop Moses Ezedebego, bemoaned the insecurity situation in the southeast and said that federal government has not taken any sincere step to assimilate Ndigbo and give them equal share as done to other parts of the nation. Bishop Ezedebego, however, asked Igbo youth to desist from using violence to seek for their rights, as they will end up destroying their land, urging governors in the southeast to come up with similar security strategies as that of Governor Soludo to make the zone a destination for foreign and local investment.
This must be changed, both politically, spiritually, the way things are done and all that, to improve the living standard of the people. You see, things are very difficult, things are very hard in Nigeria. And people are looking for change in every angle.
In Oka, Amaka Chibuzo Okoye, ABS News.
The Department of Mass Communication, Faculty of Social Sciences, Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu University, Bariamo, in conjunction with National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, have held a national conference on communication, artificial intelligence, and drug abuse. The three-day event held at the ETF Auditorium of Ojukwu University has in attendance students, staff and management of the university, officials of NDLEA, the Chief Press Secretary to the Governor, Mr. Christian Aburime, Senior Special Advisor to the Governor on Youth Empowerment, Dr. Nelson Omenuga, among others. Correspondent Queen Anbogo filed the report.
Host and acting Vice Chancellor, Professor Kate Omenuga, explained that the essence of the conference by the Mass Communication Department is to use communication and artificial intelligence to fight against drug abuse, and appreciated NDLEA for using War Against Drug Abuse WADA platform in tackling drug issues across Nigeria. She advised the students to listen, learn, and put what they learn into action, saying that they should know that when they, as communicators, do things that make the society to see them in a negative perspective, then they are practicing destructive communication.
Communication has various forms. It could be verbal, it could be non-verbal. Therefore, if you allow even your clothing to depict you as irresponsible and to attract people who shouldn't even look at you, to look at you, that means you are doing a communication that is destructive.
The keynote speaker, the Chairman, Chief Executive Officer, NDLEA, retired General Bubama Roa, represented by the Anambra State Commandant, Mr. Daniel Onyisi, described artificial intelligence as the simulation of human intelligence processes by machines, especially computer systems, and explained that combining AI with traditional counseling and medical treatment can create a more comprehensive approach to addressing drug abuse. Mr. Onyisi, who is also the commander of narcotics in the agency, said ongoing research is necessary to improve AI algorithms and ensure that they remain effective and unbiased, stating that leveraging on the power of AI and effective communication strategies, they can create more proactive and personalized approaches to combat drug abuse. The host and acting head of Mass Communication Department, Dr. Noyen Ezaka, in a welcome address, expressed great pleasure over the conference and believes that communication plays a crucial role in preventing drug abuse, promoting recovery, and reducing the stigma associated with addiction. Hence, the reasons the conference is a significant step in the collective effort to address these critical issues. The lead paper presenter and acting vice-chancellor, Glorious Vision University, Edo State, Professor Ezekiel Asema, pointed out that drug abuse used to be a pandemic but has gradually become an epidemic because it has destroyed many lives, both old and young, and told the students to know that as young people, they have very bright future and should not allow drugs to destroy them. The chairman, local organizing committee, Dr. Gideon Nwafo, also spoke at the event. Earlier, before the commencement of the conference, staff and management of Mass Communication Department and resource person paid a courtesy visit to the acting vice-chancellor, Professor Kate Omenora, in her office. Question and answer section, special recognition of the acting vice-chancellor by officials of NDLEA, award presentation to deserving individuals from the high points of the conference. Queen Anibogo reporting for ABS News.
On national matters, the Joint Admission and Matriculation Board has decried the low turnout of students for direct entry registration in the country. The board, in a statement by its spokesman Fabian Benjamin, said even though it approved extra point apart from the professional registration centers, which are JAMB-owned centers in Lagos, Kwara, and Osun states, it discovered that the expansion of registration centers was needless. The statement revealed that the expansion move was to ensure that every eligible candidate is allowed to realize their dreams of registering for the exercise. He stated that in some of these extra designated registration centers, less than 10 candidates had presented themselves for registration, whereas the installed capacity of such centers was over 100 candidates per day. This, notwithstanding, eligible candidates wishing to register for the 2024 direct entry are urged to take advantage of this window of opportunity to register, as no further extension would be entertained by the board. On the foreign scene, Russian President Vladimir Putin has warned that Moscow could arm countries with a view to attacking Western targets. Putin was speaking to foreign journalists at the annual St. Petersburg International Economic Forum. Mr. Putin made a statement while criticizing the Western delivery of long-range weapons to Ukraine. He said several countries, including the United States, have given Ukraine the green light to strike targets inside Russia. Such action, he said, could lead to serious problems. Though Putin did not specify which countries Moscow could supply weapons to, but singled out Germany, which he said recently told Ukraine it was free to hit targets inside Russia with long-range German-made weapons. Meanwhile, U.S. President Joe Biden has given Ukraine permission to use American supply weapons to strike targets in Russia, but only near the Kharkiv region. The White House has said Ukraine cannot use long-range ATACMS missiles on Russian soil. In sport, Super Eagles goalkeeper Maduka Okoye joined his teammates late Wednesday night in Uyo, the Akwa Ibom state capital, for the crucial 2026 World Cup qualifier against South Africa and Benin Republic. Okoye's arrival means new gaffer Finidi George has the full complement of his 23-man squad for the crucial qualifiers against South Africa on Friday and Benin Republic on Monday. Okoye was among 8 players left stranded in Lagos and Abuja respectively on Monday following the nationwide strike by the Nigerian Labour Congress, which grounded flight operation. Nationwide, the Industrial Action through general planning for the big match of gear and the Nigerian Football Federation had to opt for chartered jet arrangements to get the stranded players straight down to the Akwa Ibom state capital. According to the NFF, the majority of the match officials were also booked for flight out of Abuja on Wednesday, with only referee assessor Ahmed Said Abu Elela from Egypt due to arrival in Nigeria on Thursday. Nigeria managed 2 points from their opening 2 games in Group C and must win both games to stand a chance of qualifying for the 2026 World Cup finals in United States, Canada, and Mexico. Remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page at Anambra Broadcasting Service. Subscribe to our YouTube page at ABS Television Oka. On X at ABS Radio TV. On Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. The main point again, Anambra government has restated stand on tax collection. Stakeholders have called for more awareness creation on club food deformity. JAMB has lamented low direct entry registration in the country. And on the foreign scene, we told you President Putin has warned Russia could provide weapons to strike Western targets. To end the news, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Thanks for watching. My name is Chinyere Ikoreke. Good night.